All right, y'all. Welcome to From Contact to Close. If you don't know me, my name is Lexi Hildebrand, Director of Agent Services and Technology for Keller Williams Commonwealth. We're going to go through moving a contact from, or moving somebody from, we need to put them in as a contact, all the way through submitting our offer and commission so that we can get paid. So everything from start to finish, what do? We run into Stacy in the grocery store and she wants to buy or sell a house. What are we going to do with this? Please note that I have some other handouts and stuff for like the required documents and the timeline and stuff from contract to close, which is just a little bit different. I am not going to be addressing the contract and the timings of escrows and those kinds of things. We're strictly going to be talking about the command side of this process. So we're going to dive into that today. If you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. That's why I'm here. And then we'll give you a couple more resources as we go through today. Fair warning, I am going to try and go as slow as possible. But you know me, you know that that doesn't usually last very long. I will do my best. It is something I'm working on, but the benefit of this being on live and recorded is that you guys can pause it as you need to. So please don't hesitate to pause, go back. And if all else fails, give me a shout and we will go through this. And then I will, as I mentioned, give you some additional resources at the end of this. So let's dive in. So we are going to start with our contact. I would also like to point out that you guys all have access to your Command mobile app. It is the red icon with the red square with the white KW on it in your app store. That is an amazing thing to have downloaded. If you don't already have it downloaded onto your phone, you should. That is an amazing way to collect that contact information on the go. So in the scenario that I kind of brought forward, we meet somebody in the grocery store and we need to get their contact information put in. That would be my suggestion. Have your Command app, download it on your phone, know what your password is so that you can get into it. Open up your Command app, add a contact on there. If you need help navigating the Command app, please let me know. It should be a fairly easy process. You'll click the contact icon on the bottom of your Command app, and then at the top there should be an option to add a contact. The complete pieces for a contact is also something that we will go into. So as you guys can see, this is my personal command. I don't have that many contacts in here because this is like a demo account and all of those kinds of things. So I obviously have some fake people in here and then myself. And that is what we are going to do today is we're going to add another fake person because I don't want to put somebody's personal information out on YouTube. So that's what we're going to do today. So I have met somebody. We're going to come up with, I have a stuffed buffalo from Family Reunion on my desk. We are going to pretend that he is our client today because, again, fake contact information, okay? So Mr. Buffy, as he has been named by Molly DeMattos, is our new client, and he needs to get put into our contact database. So we are going to come into our command and we are going to hit add contact up here. Hopefully you can see my mouse moving. And then this is going to pop up the contact info. So we are going to put Mr. Buffy Williams in here. He is our new person. I would also like to point this out. If you are doing a husband-wife or somebody who has a co-person, both of them need to be in here before you do this process. So we will end up doing this twice. We're pivoting really quick just to make sure that we have this done. I will show you how to do this because it's super important that if you have co-listers, co-buyers, that both of their information is in here from the get. So we're going to start with Buffy and then we will do Buffy's co-person in here. So we are going to do Buffy the Buffalo. That's kw.com. Again, fake information. And then we are going to do a phone number. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully that's an actual information. Okay, so for complete and total contact, we need a name, an email, a phone number, a lead source. So where did we meet them? I'm just going to say that Buffy is my allied resource. But you can see there's a whole bunch of different options in here. Buyer is a lead source. You can put in you can make your own lead source if you can't find one in here for whatever it is that you need. You can see in there door knocking was a lead source. So you're going to put in your lead source. My suggestion from the data side is to make sure that you put an accurate lead source in here. So at the end of the year, we can track. We can see where all of our lead sources are coming from. A tag. So we are going to make Mr. Buffy a buyer. Under additional information, address. So just going to put in, this is not my address, but it's just an address. Address, and then a Facebook profile if we're doing a complete, we'll just put mine in here. For a complete contact, we're going to do a social media address, and then in the about, we are going to do a birthday. I'm just going to put, again, just because we're just going to put a birthday in there. Relationship, we'll do this for the next person, and then a company name. We are just going to say he is the mascot for Keller Williams. So he is the mascot for Keller Williams. Okay. So again, just trying to make sure that we're putting fake information out on YouTube, not somebody's actual information. So, I have a complete contact information. If I come in here and hit create, oh, apparently that is not, let's see if I can find I'm putting fake information in here. This is why we're having issues. Okay. So as you can see, my contact health score is 100%. So if you are one of those that has noticed that your contact health scores are not to a full complete 100% and would like to know why, that is why. Those are the complete pieces of information that you need to make 100% contact health information. Okay. So remember what I talked about though. You need your co-listers, co-buyers, co-sellers, all of those things in here. So we are going to have to put in Buffy's co-buyer now. I want to show you how to do this. So we are going to do Bold Williams, the name of Buffy's co. We're going to hit add relationship, and then we're going to search for Buffy. We're going to tie these two together, and then you would put what their relationship is. There's, as you can see, a lot of different relationships in here. There's even an other. We'll just put other just so we don't do anything crazy. And then we're going to do Bold Williams at kw.com. I'm not going to make this one a complete contact just so that we can kind of move forward, but lead source, we'll do buyer as well. And then, or sorry, we did allied resource for Buffy. So we'll do allied resource for this as well. And then we'll do a buyer tag for this as well. And then we're going to hit create. Again, as you can see, I didn't put all of those pieces. We didn't put a Facebook. We didn't put a work. We didn't put an address. So this person's contact health score is not 100%. That is okay. And then you are going to go and you're going to find the person that's going to be your number one signer. If it doesn't matter, you can go ahead and create a thing. I'm just going to go back to Buffy just because I want them to be the top signer on this. Okay. So we are going to come in here and we are going to go to opportunities right here. I will say, as per a lot of things in Command, there are multiple ways to do this. I'm just going to walk you through this way. So find your contact, create your contact, and come into opportunities. There's another way going straight through opportunities, but I'm just going to show you one way today. If you want to get wild and crazy with it and find the other ways, go for it. Okay. So we're going to come in here. We're going to click on opportunity. From here, we're going to click on create opportunity over here. Again, hopefully you guys can see my mouse moving. We're going to click on create opportunity. Okay. This is going to pop up our opportunity. If you are part of one market center, you will not have this. This will be grayed out to your only market center. So again, kind of keep that in mind. If you're on a team, you have an option to add your team. You will be the owner. That's how that usually works. And then your opportunity type. So owner, if we're clicking on a team, there will be options to have other people put on there. If it's just an individual, you will be the only option for that. Opportunity type, we're going to select our opportunity type. I'm going to select listing for this example because there's an extra step that has to happen on the listing side. So we're going to do listing so that I can show you that. And then we're going to click into client and you're going to add your client and then you are going to add your code. And you'll notice that because I connected them when I created them, bold's already popping up. So we're going to click on bold. Opportunity name. This can be whatever it is that you want it to be. I will call out that this is also going to make the loop name just as default. So if you wanted your loops to be something specific, change that here. If you, since it's a listing and we know what the address is, if you wanted to put the address in here as the name, go for it. We don't have any standardized piece for this. This is just what it defaults to. It needs to work for you. So you can rename your opportunity if you wanted to. Custom tags. I highly suggest tags if this is a listing in Lexington, maybe tag it Lexington, Winchester, Nicholasville. It's a ranch, it's a condo, it's property, it's land, any of those kinds of things that may be helpful when filtering through this. Estimated close date, if you know what it is, pop it in there. Time frame, are they 1 month out, 3 months out, 6 months out, 12 months out, or other? How far out are they from listing this, from putting something under contract? Estimated listing price, again, if you know what it is, if you did some pre-CMAs before you went to your appointment, you kind of have an estimated what it is. If this is a buyer and you know what their budget is, it's a great place to put that. Commission rate is going to be your commission. I want to be very clear about something since this is going out on YouTube. We do not set your commission rate for you. 3% is just a number that I am throwing in here so that we have a number to put in here. It is up to you to negotiate your commission through your buyer rep agreement, through your exclusive right to sell, all of those things. It is up to you to negotiate your commission. 3% is not a set by our brokerage or by our market center or by Keller Williams. It is just a number that I am choosing to put in here. Okay. And then you have your opportunity phase and your opportunity stage. Ideally, we are adding somebody into an opportunity as soon as we know that they have an interest in buying or selling. However, if we have waited until we're already set an appointment or we already know what we're doing, you can move them into appointment, scheduling kept held, put them into the right spot. I'm just going to put it into cultivate just because that's where it's defaulting to right now. Then I'm going to hit create. I now have an opportunity made for Buffy, and we are going to go to our appointment and do whatever it is we need to do. But before we have them sign a single piece of document, we are going to go into our opportunity and create our loop. I am going to say, if you are a DocuSign person watching this, just swap out when I say loop, I mean room. When I say dot loop, I mean DocuSign. All of those things are just going to be interchangeable. We're just going to click a little bit different of a button. Okay. So I am headed to my appointment with Buffy. I know that I'm going to have them sign an exclusive right to sell. I know that we're going to have them sign our fair housing and all of that kind of stuff. So I need my loop created before I go, right? So we're going to click into our opportunity. Maybe. We're getting there slowly but surely. Okay. So this is our opportunity. This is our detail page. This is where it's going to pop into initially. Highly suggest, again, if this is a listing, we should know what the property address is. So we're going to pop the property address in here. I think just because this is the address that I gave, Buffy will use this one. This is interesting. Property type, residential, classification, resale. This is super, super helpful if you put this information in before you create the loop. Okay. If we know any of these pieces, put your key dates in. If you know any additional pieces on here, put all of that information in. All of this is going to be super helpful when you get into this. Okay. As a side note, if you have a listing, you also have a marketing tab here that has some different designs and stuff that you can use. It also has a quick link to creating a paid ad for your listing. Okay. Back to our documents. We're going to click into the documents tab. But notice it's fairly empty because we haven't done anything yet. Okay. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a transaction. Okay. So you're going to hit start a transaction up here. This is where our paths are going to diverge. If you are not a dotloop user, if you're a DocuSign user, this is where our paths diverge. Just for a second, the process is still going to look fairly simple. If you are a DocuSign user, please click DocuSign. If you're a dotloop user, you're just going to click dotloop. Okay. Now it's going to pop up your profiles. Here's a key for this, and I'll pull up. I probably should have had this up already. When you get into your dotloop, and if for some reason your dotloop is not connected properly, if you're getting to this and you're getting an error message, please reach out to me. That's a whole other thing that we can fix. You will notice I have two profiles. You may or may not have two profiles. So you'll notice that this one titled Alexandra Hildebrand is my Keller Williams Commonwealth profile, and this one titled Lexi Hildebrand is tied to a different Keller Williams. If for some reason you have two different profiles, or you have one that's tied to Keller Williams Commonwealth and one that's not, that's very important to know. We want to be connected to the profile that has our Market Center logo at the top left corner. So know which profile you need to click into. So I need to click into Alexandra Hildebrand. When you're doing this, only one profile pops up. Perfect. You know exactly which one to connect to. So I'm going to connect to Alexandra Hildebrand, hit continue, and then I'm going to pick my loop type. As I mentioned, we're doing a listing. So I am going to select listing a home, and then we're going to click choose dotloop template. Now I'm good to go in here. You'll notice if I click into dotloop and hit refresh, I now have a loop here for Buffy Williams. So when I click into here, if I go into view details, I have Bold in here. I have Buffy in here. I have all of the people that I need in here, and all of the documents that I need are in here. Okay. So everything that I should need for this transaction is going to be in here. All you've got to do is click into it, assign the fields, fill out anything that needs to get filled out, send it for signature, and then you're good to go. So we need now everything signature-wise, all of our documents in here. If we have an escrow check, if we're on the buyer side and we need a copy of that, you're going to scan it, take a picture of it, whatever it is that you need, and then we're going to upload them in here. Most likely, if it's an escrow check, under the under contract documents. Okay, there's separate folders in here for these different things. Okay, so you're going to assign your documents, you're going to send them for signature, you're going to receive them, and then everything is going to go into your loop. Okay. Now, in our opportunity, I mentioned we were going to do a listing because there was one added step to here. If you have a buyer, it should automatically pop down with your required documents and all of those kinds of things. Over here on the listing, see where it says please, pick checklist type. We are going to drop that down and we are going to pick our checklist type. Is this a residential listing? Is it a new construction, or is it a farm and land listing? If you are doing a commercial, please shoot me a note and we will get you the right spot. But you were just going to select the one that corresponds with what you need, right? New construction listings has different required documents than a residential listing. So make sure that you are selecting the right one here. We're just going to do a residential listing just to be generic on this one. These are our required documents, and then any conditional or optional documents that we have. If you go into your loop, there should also be right here where it says required listing document checklist for compliance. My suggestion is pull this one for your listing, put it in your workspace, pull the buyer one, print it out, put it in your workspace. Anything that has an R on it is a required document for compliance. If it has a CR, it is a conditional requirement, meaning it's only required if the property hits those aspects like lead paint. If it was built before 1978, you need a lead paint thing, all of those things, right? So make sure that you have these documents. What we don't want is you guys 2 days past closing trying to get your documents in so that you can get paid, find out that you didn't get let's just say the Kentucky Fair Housing brochure signed, and now for whatever reason our clients are celebrating their house, they're too busy moving in, they can't get that signed, and you can't get paid until you get it signed, right? So make sure that we know what our required documents are. Highly suggest you guys print out these checklists and have them in your workspace, okay? Also, like I said, you can just check on the required document pieces here. Okay, so we are now fast forwarding. I now have all of the paperwork for my listed piece signed. Every single one of these documents are in my dot loop and they are signed by both parties. Everybody that needs to be on them is on them. All of the required information is complete. It is where it needs to be. Okay, so I'm going to come back into my opportunity now and I'm going to get this submitted to compliance. Again, last thing we want is you waiting to get paid for compliance to hit. So if these documents are completed and signed, get them submitted to compliance sooner rather than later. Okay, so we are pretending that I am now under contract. So I'm ready to start putting in this paperwork. I'm going to get everything here uploaded and sent to compliance. So I am going to just hit the little drop down right here. And I am looking for a guide to agency relationship. I'm going to find guide to agency relationship, click it. It's going to upload. You'll notice it's turned this greenish color. This one, Kentucky Fair Housing, Kentucky Fair Housing, agency consent, exclusive right to sell, exclusive right to sell, America's Preferred Home Warranty, America's Preferred Home Warranty. If you guys have America's Preferred Home Warranty questions, please reach out. It is a really great value add to your business. There is a lot of really, really good things that come from America's Preferred Home Warranty. So please, 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 if you don't know anything about America's Preferred Home Warranty, you should. And not just because it's beneficial to you, not because it's a value add, but because it is a required document and you need to know what it is. Okay. So please make sure that you are fully knowledgeable about America's Preferred Home Warranty, why your clients should go down that path, why they should waive it, what waiving it means, all of that kind of stuff. MLS input sheet, where you're going to look for input form, seller's disclosure. So we are in this instance pretending that I don't have the need for these other ones. I don't need a lead paint. I don't need an affiliated business. I don't need an office exclusive. Again, if you do, you need them. Make sure that you have them if it is required for your property. And now I'm going to hit submit to MC. I'm not going to hit it because I don't want to submit empty documents to compliance, but you're going to hit submit to MC. Okay. Here's a key to this. And we are going through this and we are like, oh crap, I didn't get the America's Preferred Home Warranty signed by the second seller. Do not hit submit to MC until you have that document, because if I hit submit to MC, I cannot upload or change any of these documents until compliance kicks it back. Especially if we waited too long to do this and it's closing day. Do not hit submit to MC until you have all of the required paperwork submitted. And we are sure that all of these are signatures. You can just click on it and it'll open up a preview and we can scroll up or down and we can make sure that we have signatures. Like, again, obviously I'm doing blank, but we can scroll down and we can make sure that these have the signatures that we need on them. Okay, so we're pretending that I've hit submit to MC. This should go from open to submitted and it should turn a different color. Again, I'm not hitting it. You guys should. Then we're going to move into under contract. So now I have my purchase contract. We're under contract. I've got my purchase contract. I've got my seller's disclosure signed by both parties. And I have my inspection repair addendum signed by all parties. And if applicable, I have my lead paint disclosures thing. Now we're clear to close. I'm just waiting on closing day. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get these submitted to compliance so that it can get through compliance before closing day. Okay. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Residential purchase to contract. I might not have one in here. We're just going to pretend that that's what this one is. Seller's disclosure. We're just going to pretend that's what that one is. Inspection repair addendum. We're just going to pretend that's what that one is. Okay. You guys will have all of these documents as they come through. Most likely because we're in a listing is why those paperwork's not on here. Again, I have all of the required documents. I'm going to hit that submit to MC. Again, I'm not going to, but you would. Once these are approved, you will get a notification in your notification bell that your compliance has been approved, your compliance request has been submitted, all of those kinds of things. If it kicks it back, you'll get a notification. You'll most likely get an email as well. You'll fix whatever errors need to be taken care of, upload them again, resubmit them to the market center. We want these to be green as approved before closing day. Okay. Closing day will come into your closed and you will upload your settlement statement. We're going to pretend that's that. And your final walkthrough. Your final walkthrough is on the bottom of your inspection repair addendum. For those of you in Bluegrass Realtors, if you are in GLAR or CIRA, you will know where to find those. We're going to pretend that's that. Again, if you've got a referral on here, you'll put that in. If you have, this should be taken care of by the MCA. Okay, so you really just need these top two, unless you have this, and then you will again hit submit to MC. Again, I am not going to do this. If something happens where we uploaded this one and oh crap, that was the wrong document. I didn't mean to put that one in here. You're just going to hit these three dots over here and hit remove, and then approve the remove. And then it's going to clear that out. And now you can reselect your document. Or let's say you just got a wet signature on the final walkthrough because it was closing day. It was just faster. No worries. You can scan it and upload it into dotloop into that right folder. And then you can pull your drop down, or you can move this drop down to my computer manual, email it to yourself, scan it into yourself, save it to your computer, and then we can browse and we can upload it off of our computer. Okay. And we need to go back to dotloop, we can go back to dotloop and we can submit it that way. Okay. This is the easiest and the fastest way to do this. If we do not create the loop from within here, if we don't hit the start transaction and we go and we create a loop on our own just in dotloop, what you're going to end up having to do, we can do an import. That's a whole other thing. If you're needing a one-off import, please let me know. But from there, you're going to have to download each one of these documents that you need, come into your opportunity. You won't have this dotloop if you didn't create your thing. It'll look like this. And you will have to individually upload each of your documents into each thing and submit to compliance from there. Trust me when I say you want to create the loop from within your opportunity. It will save you time in the long run and it'll make your life so much easier. Okay. Create your loops ahead of time. Okay. All right, so we are pretending that we've got our documents in and we can even backtrack and we can say, okay, I've just got my listed in and my under contract. I know what our under contract are, or I've just gotten offers. The next and the final part of this is your offer and commission. So we're going to click into our offer and commission here and we are going to hit add new offer. From here, we are going to fill this in. You'll notice that this is being listed as initial offer. If you were putting multiple offers in here, I would change the name of the offer so that you can differentiate between the two of the offers that you're putting in here. This information we put in because we have a listing. If you're a buyer, you are going to have to put this information. Anything that has a red asterisk is a required piece. Okay. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to look at our buyer information, buyer name, add a co-buyer if they have a co-buyer, agent name, and then we are going to put in the sales price. This is the final agreed on sales price. My thing is saving 500, so we're just going to put that in here. And then we're going to do cash. This is going to be their down payment. Here's the key to this. When you're looking in your purchase contract, you are looking for the total financed amount, and this number needs to equal what they are financing. Okay. So you might have to do some math of your final sales price minus their finance amount to get their cash amount. And then you'll put in your earnest money. It'll either, if you put in the percentage, it'll automatically calculate the amount, or you can just put the amount and it'll automatically calculate the percentage. And then when we do that, it will pop up not held by Market Center or held by Market Center. So if we got the escrow check, you're going to want to put held by Market Center. If somebody else held it, you will put not held by Market Center. Okay. And then the contract date, when was this contract official? And then the close date, when is this contract closing? Any contingencies that you want to put in there, any comments that you want to put in there. And then you would hit create offer. If we're doing multiple, if the offer has not been accepted yet, if it's not the final offer, I would just hit create offer. If we're putting in multiple offers so that we can share those with our client, we can just put create offer. So here, let's do. Sure. That would never happen, but that's what we're going to do. because I want to do close date. So I can come in here and I can add multiple offers and then we can see the offer timeline. And then we can decide which one we want to do and then we can hit accept. Okay. Client update is one of those things where you can send them progress emails for the opportunity from the owner. You can choose who to send it to. You can learn more about what that client update means right here if you wanted to utilize that. Okay. We are going to hit accept on this. It's going to do this. Preface this by this doesn't happen super often, but it has been happening. If this happens to you, please shoot me a note and we will get it resolved for you. There is a workaround for when this happens. Because this is happening, I can't show you the next screen. So give me 1 second and I will pull up a little quick step by step for you guys here. Give me 1 second. Sorry guys, I should have this up. Talk amongst yourself. Oh, I take care of this for a second. Okay. Okay. I hope you guys had a great conversation. So this is one of the additional resources that I was going to tell you guys about. This is the Command Jump Pack. For those of you who've been with KW, as long as I've been here, you've probably heard of this before. This has been revamped recently for you guys. The link to this is in my email signature. If you're here in the Market Center, there is a physical printout of this with a table of contents and all that kind of stuff by the office computers out in the cafe area so that you can find all of this kind of stuff. If you click into this digital version out of my email signature, what I want you guys to come to is right here. These are the opportunities. This is step by step of everything we've talked about with screenshots. If for some reason I was going too slow, if you wanted to print this out and keep a hold of this, this is also a great place for that. But I wanted to show you this offer and commission since I cannot. Oh, okay, it's going to do that. Hold on. Usually you can just click, but it's going to be funky. So let's. Okay. So we did this, we hit create offer. It is then going to pop you into a page that looks like this when you are looking into your submission after your stuff has been approved. As we're looking at this, again, we've got our buyer. Here's our offers and commissions. We accepted the offer. Now we are looking at our commissions. Okay. Here's your general overview. So if something on this has changed, if your sales price has changed, whatever that looks like, you can edit that here. You can also add your contingencies here. And then we've got our commission information. So if we have a change to our commission rate, our commission account's not right, we have an outside referral. So Zillow, OpCity, a referral from an agent in another office, anything that is outside of our office is going to be an outside referral. You would click this little button and add that outside referral, add their information, how much their referral is, and all of that kind of stuff. And then if we had a co-lister, if we had an inside referral, any of that kind of stuff is going to be added as an add another agent, which would be an inside referral. Okay. If you click this little arrow thing right here, it will open up your payment breakdown information. It will show you what you're paying on your royalty cap, what you're paying on your local cap, any other admin fees, transaction fees, any of that kind of stuff that's going to come out of your commission is going to be in that payment breakdown. It will also be up here. You'll notice it up here. So this is an example for a different sales price than what we chose. But here's this example's commission amount. They're paying $5 to an office. They're doing a $5 KW Cares donation. So that's where that is. And you will notice that this example has a $0 in associate royalty and a $0 in company commission. That is because in this example, this agent is capped. This agent is earning 100% of their commission, which is what we want for all of you, right? If you are not capped, there will be funds out of here, and you can see that exactly what that is and how much you have already paid in cap and all of that kind of stuff in that agent breakdown. So you'll just expand that and it'll show you what you've already paid, how close you are to capping, what you have left to cap, all of that kind of stuff. And then it'll say your name right here with your commission and any other deductions that you have. You will then hit, if all of this information is correct, you will hit submit commission or whatever this submit button is right here. And if you have any notes to the MCA that they need to know about the transaction or anything along those lines, you can enter notes. Anything you put in here will go to the MCA when they complete that. Okay. That will be the end of your transaction as far as the opportunity goes. Okay. There are a couple other pieces that I'm going to walk you through on this, but if you have any other questions, if your payment breakdown is not aligning with what you think it should be, please reach out to your MCA, and they will help you through all of those things. Okay. So that is from contact to close. We have officially closed our thing. I'm going to add a couple extra things for you. Highly suggest that when this goes to close, you are going to come back into Buffy. You can click on Buffy up here and hit go to contact. You can just go to contact depending on where you're at. And we are going to add a couple things onto Buffy and bold, preferably. Okay. When we come back into our contact, we are going to hit our little pencil button right here. We are going to hit add more information about, and we're going to scroll down and we are going to add their home anniversary. So this is the day that they closed. So it's March 1st. So we're just going to pretend that they closed on March 1st, 2025. And I'm going to hit save. But wait, that's not it. It's not all I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to come into Smart Plans. And I am going to hit add to Smart Plan. And I'm going to search for home anniversary. If you do not have the home anniversary Smart Plan in your library, you need to go download it. Okay. It is a 2-touch Smart Plan. 7 days before their anniversary, you're going to get a task to send them a gift for their home anniversary. On their home anniversary, you are going to get a task to call them, wish them a happy home anniversary, see if they're loving everything, check in with them, make sure that they're good to go, that they don't need anything, all of that kind of stuff. Okay. You're just going to hit select and then you're going to put start now. Notice this Keller Williams home anniversary plan will only show the option to start now. This plan will start based on the contact's home anniversary rather than starting immediately. So this thing is not going to start until 7 days before their home anniversary next year. Okay. TCPA, you must comply with the Teleconsumer Protection Act and any other state, federal, local laws, including B2B calls and texts. Never call or text a number on a do not call list, and do not use the auto dialer or artificial voice or pre-recorded messages without the proper consent. For more information, visit the link. Okay. So please make sure that you have permission. Hopefully, if we are at this point, we have permission, all of that kind of stuff. Not just with this home anniversary, with any communication you do, please make sure that you are staying TCPA compliant. Okay, cool. And then you will hit confirm. This is a fake one. I'm not going to hit confirm, just in case Buffy the Buffalo is actually an email address. I'm not going to hit confirm, but you guys would hit confirm, and then that will hold in there. Another suggestion that I do make for you guys, and this isn't just for closing, this is for everybody, is this 48 touch program. Please start it. It's a really great mix of text messages, emails, tasks for you to do things to your database that are helpful, really great pieces of information to all of your things. Because I just jumped on here and recorded this was probably much faster than the actual class. Obviously don't have a way for you guys to ask any questions or anything like that. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if that thing pops up when you're creating the offer, please reach out. If you are having DocuSign issues, for some of my DocuSign friends, please reach out to Alexis or Will in the Louisville office if that's where you're at, Allie, or Amy Dixon in the Southern Indiana office if that is where you are at. Okay. If you absolutely can't get any immediate assistance in that you can reach out to me. Full transparency, I am not a DocuSign whiz, but I would love to help you in any way that I can. So please reach out if you need help. If you are in the Lexington office and you need Dotloop help, please come to me. I'm more than happy to help. If we did not, for whatever reason, get your DocuSign or your Dotloop connected to your account properly, please let me know and I will walk you through that process. Okay. This last piece that I just showed you, putting in the home anniversary, starting the home anniversary smart plan, is a must do. I truly don't believe that that is an optional step. I think it is essential to your business to start these follow-up smart plans. The 48 Touch is a really great year-long smart plan. Holiday smart plans are out there. If you're not going to use either of those or any of those, please create your own follow-up system so that you are staying in contact with your database. If we are doing everything we needed to do at the level and we are providing all of the service and things that we need, we should also be asking Buffy and Bold for reviews to our Google page, to our Facebook page, to any other page that's going to help us drive traffic and SEO. We want to be posting them on our social media. We want to be doing all of those things. So obviously there is more to do after this, but for the command piece of that, follow-up smart plan after of some kind and a home anniversary smart plan. Okay. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to me. I'm here if you guys need help. As always, hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope you guys use command. If you guys have any command questions, please reach out to me. If you guys would like a link to that full command jump hack, please let me know. It is also, like I said, printed out here in the office. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks.